We're like a whole 3 days later, but it is what it is, okay? So, we're gonna be talking about Loona. Loona is supposed to represent the 12 phases of the moon, right? You know, I'm putting these glasses on because my eyes are dry, so like the light thing is just gonna be part of the aesthetic, and I am sorry. Y'all fine. So what the project was is that they debuted the member together. They debuted them with solos and they debuted them with subunits. Now these subunits and these solos are really good. It showed the individual colors of the members, it showed what they can do, and it showed a lot of potential. They created Odd-Eyed Circle. Odd-Eyed Circle. It's the flavor. I don't know what happened, but obviously it's my opinion, they have the best music. They showed a lot of raw talent, and they had the budget to back it up. Nothing is gonna replace Kim Lip's Eclipse video. That is art. Simple, timeless art. Period. When it came to the full group, yeah, they had Hi and it was nice. Most of the promotion was done by Loona's fan base, annoying people on Twitter. So, you know, the fact that the song becomes like a meme is kind of fitting. And you know, it's a beginning song, so it's fine. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Right? See, the thing is that they had Favorite, which was nice, and it was like close to the end of the hip hop era, so I get how it kind of fit. It kind of, you know, you want to do something different, but you want to go along with the trends as well to stay current. So like, because you don't want to be ahead of your time. Being ahead of your time is nice. It's nice for clout like 10 years later when it doesn't matter anymore. But being ahead of your time is essentially just being really great, but not being recognized for it because it's not the current trend. I get it. Everybody loves seeing their favorite idol go badass. It's great. It's fun. It's good fun. Everybody loves it. But Loona didn't establish their concept as a core group yet. You know, their sounds are stronger apart than they are as a group, and that's a problem, especially when we've been introduced to those sounds first. If you're going to introduce us, if you're going to give me, like, if I'm only dealing with, like, part of the company and I can still make enough money to acquire rubies and sapphires, when I deal with the rest of the company, when I deal with all of it together, I better have enough profits to afford diamonds. When the company came together and they said, we're gonna give you diamonds, they didn't give us diamonds, they gave us cubic zirconium. And I'm pissed. Like, you can have your personal taste or whatever. Like, I don't care. And it's not gonna affect me if I don't like the song. But it's just, they seem to be gearing towards it. Just like Hi was like kind of generic cute, yeah, but you still got a Loona feel from it. At the time, there was this whole wave of like hip hop concepts, especially with girl groups. Like guy groups have been doing it since like 2012, trying to get more into hip hop after the EDM era died down. After like 2017, there was like the influx of like hip hop concepts, and every girl group that wanted to do something different just decided to go badass. And it's like, okay, because they were aiming at the American market. The thing is that this concept got squeezed. This concept got juice till there was no more juice. So like there was no more juice. Like you was just squeezing peel and it was no more juice. It was just dust. Powder. They were trying to juice powder. You saw this obviously in lower tier girl groups like Juju Done. When they came back with, I don't remember the name. They came back after the Boots, which was wow. Doesn't top a Girl Like Me though. A Girl Like Me is a hit that sticks, and he should have got a win for that. Disrespectful. Anywho, people got hyped from the Boots, and then they came back with something that was just following the trends like everyone else was doing. And you can't really afford to do that as much when you're part of a smaller company, but I understand why they would want to do that as a smaller company, because they want to get people who are attracted to certain concepts. And the concepts that are popular right now are attracting the most attention. So obviously A plus B equals C, but there's still also the issue of you not standing out from the crowd. And if you don't have a high enough budget, how are you going to stand out from the crowd? Okay, yeah, Twice, for example, they do like the cutesy thing, and some people feel like it's basic. Some people being me, but that's mostly for 2018. I like them. It's just that year was just, yeah. But who's doing it with twice its budget? When you're from a bigger company, or when you're a bigger label, when you're just bigger in the industry in general, especially at the start of a newer generation, which we saw with Twice, and we're going to see now in the newer generation, is that once you make a certain concept popular, you're going to be the forerunners in that concept. okay? Because nobody's gonna do it as well as you. People are gonna try to copy you, but it's just gonna look cheap, and it's gonna look cheaper the more people do it. But what they did when they debuted the full group is that they gave a good introduction song, and they have the favorite to show that they could do Badass because Badass was popular at the time. However, when they came back with Butterfly. I forgot about that. Butterfly was boring. It felt like everyone got watered down for the sake of, I don't know. Maybe it's like the concept of like imagination. Imagine you have like, it's like a black void, and so then you have like 12 marbles. 12 glowing white marbles, and they kind of like, they're in like a gravitational field with each other, right? Like they're all glowing white. Now if these marbles separate, and like one of them like falls out the field and rolls away, then it'll like change color, right? And then like, I guess you're like zooming on the marble and it'll go to the special world of whichever Loona member. It's that kind of thing. So I get the point, okay? It's like when all the colors come together and make the color black, but reverse. Especially if you're gonna like focus on the more popular members, how are you gonna focus on the more popular members, but still water them down? Like when people usually play favorites, and so the favorite can show everything. But like, if you're gonna play favorites and then have them seem kind of simmered down, then like, what is the point? Just to have their face there? Why reduce them? Like when you've already, whatever. Because I get it, you don't want to like, it might be hard balancing all those styles, and that's fine. That is completely fine. So then why not just do more subunits? Why not with like maybe every album, you can have a few songs with different subunits. A certain subunit also gets like maybe a music video or a performance B-side. So like how Red Velvet, they had Really Bad Boy and then Butterflies. Well, Loona could have High High and then Girlfriend. Girlfriend's choreography like low-key annoys the hell out of me. It's nice we have a bunch of ethnicities and stuff, but like, boring. I was just like, okay, I'm glad Homegirl got paid. But like, now like what I was saying with the Twice video, this isn't me ragging on them, like especially like the girls themselves, because they have potential and their company actually shows their potential. So it's not like I'm saying that like, you know, they suck. It's just like, that's why this is even more aggravating, because it's like you have you have the team, you have the creativity, you have the talented idol. Why, when you make the full group, you just kind of throw that out the window and try to fit them into a generic box? So What was an extremely generic box. And I'm just like, why? 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 Odd Eye Circle has such good music. All the other solos, even the ones that weren't even my take. Why? What did Loona do to you? Why do you hate Loona? It probably, again, I'm not behind it. Somebody else probably has a certain creative direction for Loona. They probably have more of a different vision for the group in general, but wouldn't bringing the group together increase everything that we saw highlighted in the projects before and not mellow them out? You know, I'm not saying that the performances are bad or they're bad performers themselves, but you can definitely tell the difference between them performing their full group songs and then performing their subunit songs. Except for Orbits, there's been a general consensus that Loona as a full group has been somewhat disappointing. Now again, we can't say these things because it sounds like we're bashing the idol, but we're not bashing the idol, we're bashing the company. This is the point I try to make with Twice. All K-pop hates me because I'm a bitter son, but I'm just like, no, I really like Twice. I really like Twice. That's why I get so pissed when they're giving shit. They're giving crap. They're treated cheaply, but you can't say that because you're hated. But I'm just like, is it just because I'm a son? Because I like them. I want better for them. You should want better for them. I just hope that their like comeback is really good, and it's like a really good song. I still don't know half the people there. Like I forgot. Like if you wasn't, I forgot like half the people there, and I think the company forgot like half the people there. So we'll see how many of them that they remember this comeback, and if they give them like, you know, a really good song, a song that's not based solely on what's exactly happening at the moment or what's happened 3 months ago. But we'll see.